Hey y'all, this is Regan with Regan, and for this week's episode, we are slowly yet surely diving back into our 52 lists for happiness journal, and we are continuing with list 8, part 1. So, if you're ready for another positive and happy-filled episode, then let's get started. This week's topic says, list the things that make you happy that aren't technologically based. And my first one that came to mind was driving around in our Runaround Truck. For those of y'all that don't know, we live in the country and we have a runaround truck, and when we go on said ride in the truck, my dog Bentley, he loves to ride with us. And one of the things that we do, because we bought this land from our friends, is we often like to check fence and cows, because even though the cows are not our own, we still like to make sure they're doing okay. And that's one of my favorite things that I like to do that isn't based on technology. Number 2 on the list of things that make me happy without being technologically based is sometimes my friends will take me out for coffee and we will just catch up over life and all that it's had to offer us. And most of the time when that happens, none of us bring our phones. It's all about the quality time that we spend together so that we can strengthen our friendships as much as possible within that time frame. I also, and number 3 on the list is reading my Bible. I've been trying to either listen to The Porch more and also reading the verses that goes along with their Bible studies as much as possible. But that's one thing that I do enjoy doing. And that also leads into actually sitting in church service and listening to our preacher speak. We have not done that yet, but since my mom and I are both fully vaccinated, thank you, Moderna, my mom and I are gradually making the decision to start slowly attending church again. And hopefully we can do that within the next few weeks, because I really miss sitting in a pew and taking communion, honestly. So that's one thing that, actually, that's a couple of things that really bring me joy. And I also can't wait to do them again as well. Number 4 is do fill-it-in puzzles. Now, most of y'all don't know this about me, but if you do, then you know that I hate with a passion doing jigsaw puzzles. So, puzzles that are smaller than 48 to 60 pieces, like larger number but smaller pieces. I don't like to do them. I absolutely cannot stand them. They bring me so much anxiety, it's not even funny. But the puzzles I do enjoy doing are the fill-it-in word puzzles. And what brought this about was we were at the airport a few years ago, pre-COVID times, and while we were waiting for our plane, I believe on the ride home, my mom introduced me to fill-it-in puzzles, and ever since then, my love for them has skyrocketed, and I always try to do them to sharpen my brain as much as I can, because right now, with the virus still very much at large, I cannot go work at my day program, and that's another thing that brings me happiness as well. And I try not to think about it too much that I can't work there right now, because it does make me sad. So I try to not think about that right now, because I know that in God's timing, He will either open it again, or due to circumstances that none of us can control, He will close it if He chooses to. So, working at Peter's Place is and always will be something that brings my heart happiness too. Let me see real quick. Number, I guess 6 went along with something. I guess 6 went along with the puzzles too, because at school we work on a lot of hand-eye coordination skills, and so sometimes I do puzzles too there. Number, I guess 5 would be prayer and quality quiet time. In the mornings, before I get work done, I like to listen to my Jesus music playlist and sip coffee and talk to God, as always, and make sure that I get my mind right for the day. And that is something that continues to bring me happiness, even though I work hard to make it a more of a top priority in my day. Very little. What am I trying to say? I do try to make it a top priority in my day, especially in the mornings when I have coffee. But sometimes I don't always get it done in the morning. Sometimes I push it back, and that is something that I am continuously working on, is praying for my day, as well as praying for my friends and my family as well. That is all that we have time for this week's episode. But if you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a happy, friendly comment down below, leave a thumbs up, and always remember, the greatest compliment that y'all can give me is a referral. That means that if you see someone who needs happiness or positivity in their day, then please feel free to send them my link, and I will be happy to help them in any way possible within reason. And also a few more positive additions. We just recently hit 960 subscribers as of about an hour ago, and I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh. This is fabulous. This is fantastic, and I could not be more grateful. Thank y'all so much for your support and for following my journey, and which leads me into my next little side note segment. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to leave a tip or a donation, please feel free to do so at www.buymeacoffee.com/GoRegan. All tips and donations will be put back directly towards the channel itself, and anything is greatly, very much appreciated. Thank you again for your continued support, and I will see you guys next time. Have a blessed week, y'all. Bye.